being back with you guys is this is who I am as a person, right here in the Desert Gold.
Man, I'm stoked to be down here with you talking about this space.
Well, this is the start of a very, very long future endeavor.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really honored to be back in the fold and just back with a company that I love. You know, Spector's been in it. Like I said before, it's a part of my sound, my creativity. It's been everything to me. And so, you know, when I say it's an honor, it's a real honor, because we have taken our time and really made a base that I feel is going to be is going to make an impact. I hope, you know.
Yeah,
It sounds are good, and if it's not for you, that's cool too. You know, it works for me perfectly. You know, we had talked through numerous. You know, it took us a while to figure out what we want, because I was on the road. You know, and it was show days. I really don't do a lot of business, so we had to do it on the times that we had. You know, we had some down times of like 2 and 3 weeks, spread out over 3.5 years. Through the process, we came up with maple top, maple neck, a neck that's identical to my favorite Spector of all time. And we put a little logo there that I have on my picks and stuff. And we put this back plate on so you can get to I use the gain in these a lot because we're using in-ears now. And sometimes some of the basses can kind of get lost in the mix, and you want this to punch through. So what I'll do is I'll just turn the bass down just a little bit, but instead of having to crank everything up, you know, I like to hear this bass when it's just, you know, at 9.5, not all the way 10. Pretty gigantic, you know.
What is it about this area and the desert and everything that came together in the color of this?
You know, I moved to Albuquerque about 13, 14 years ago. Something about the majesty of the mountains that just that draw me in. There's so much uncharted land out here. There's a town called Taos, New Mexico, as one of the best ski areas in the country. That's why I wanted to ski, man. And I'm only 2 hours away from it. So when you get up in that country, because you're away from a big city, the colors come alive, the stars are brighter. So that's how we came up with the name. I could see this on the side of the road in a billboard. It wouldn't stick out. It would be part of the landscape. You know what I'm saying? And you guys nailed this color. I mean, just perfectly. And I didn't want to go gloss on this, even though it has semi-gloss, just to keep the colors in. But it's really just raw wood, you know? Nothing sparkly about any of it, you know? I wanted the gold hardware because everything out here is golden. The land of enchantment, my brother. It just has a classic Spector sound that I've always, you know, I've built my whole career around that sound. It's the only bass that we could get in the mix that has the low mid, and I've noticed that a lot with this bass. It has that low mid. It's just and you give it love and it gives it back. The Spector in all of this has played a crucial role in the sound of Pantera, and my playing style, and in the overall, love that we're getting back from the fans. That's what it's all about. But man, I could not be happier. I mean, it's like having it's like having that dream, the dream instrument that you've always wanted, But I choose Spector, and I choose the legacy of Spector, as I choose the legacy of Pantera.